is another sick quote by another sick minister in the article. You have to examine your own lifestyle to pinpoint the cause of doubt. Well, yeah, I guess for me it was my religion. But nowhere in the article does it occur to anyone that maybe it is the claim itself that is the cause of the doubt, not the person. Could it be that this smorgasbord of miracles and magical happenings stated in the Bible are in fact unbelievable and so utterly fantastic, not because of some deficiency on behalf of the individual, but deficiency of the narrative itself? The religious approach, of course, is guilt by disassociation. In other words, if you don't believe the stuff, the problem is yours, not the stuff. This is a deadly mind game employed by faith peddlers, designed to put the believer on the defensive by having these adherents blame themselves simply because they have a failure to understand the incomprehensibilities that are being spewed from the pulpit. The skeptic, the atheist, in my opinion, is far healthier and has a far healthier approach using sound reasoning, free inquiry, not subtle implication of moral delay or wasting 30 minutes a day meditating until you convince yourself that a certain something that simply cannot happen did. And that's what they tell you. Go back and meditate. They can't convince you, so they can only hope that if they tell you to keep going back, you'll convince yourself. And that is, of course, where the garlic necklace, the title of my talk, comes into play. Where do I get this from? Well, you're all familiar with Dracula and the legends of the vampires. And the various legends have a lot of crossover things. Some could turn into white wolves, others into mist and fog. They can do a number of things, climb vertically up buildings and stuff. But one thing that all the myths had in common was that the vampire only had power over his prey if the prey invited him in. In other words, you had to open your heart to him, Dracula, for him to have any control over your body. It sounds very much like the religious argument of just opening up your heart. But atheism is my garlic necklace. I wear it proudly. Gods and demons have no effect on me. It must be the garlic necklace. It must be my atheism. And that's what we should carry. Did anyone ever read a story about a non-believer, an atheist being possessed by demons? I mean, wouldn't you think that we're the ones that they should really get? It's unbelievable. Really unbelievable. So they tell you, of course, just like Dracula tells you, to open yourself up. Allow God, invite him into your heart. You know, the whole personal relationship deal. I love that personal relationship. Dick, I would like you to have a personal relationship with Joe. Okay? However, you're never going to meet him. You're never going to see him. And I'm going to give you some books I wrote about. How are you doing there? We're waiting for Dave Randy, I know. But what does it mean for personal? What is a personal relationship? You want to be able to, I should be able to introduce Dick to Joe, say, Dick, here's Joe, and leave the room, and Dick can still have no relationship with Joe. That's nothing to do with me. It should have anything to do with the book I gave. Gee whiz. You know, for millennia, religion has had a chokehold on the unknown and has made it something to fear. A place where gods and demons exist, playing mankind as a bunch of fools in a cosmic morality play, the stage of which is beyond our comprehension. But as atheists, we know that this is not only most probably false, but also the product of a fearful, predatory, primitive, and supernaturally chopped up mind of a faith salesman. To the religionist, the unknown is full of fear and shadows. To the atheist, the unknown is our playground. The unknown is what living is all about. It is what we accomplish that gives meaning to life, not submission and docility. The theist wants to be delivered. The atheist wants to deliver the goods. To the theist, life is being on trial. To the atheist, Well, we realize that life is a series of trials. That's how we go. The theist needs to know what to think. The atheist wants to know how to think. The theist seeks conformity and assimilation. The atheist seeks knowledge and marvels at nature's diversity. That's why I said that before. The day we become an organization, the day we think alike, is the day we open the church. Our differences, the reason that we all hold different opinions is our strength, and that's how we arrive at knowledge. Religion, for those Star Trek fans, is the Borg. And atheism is a photon torpedo. Religion search for the God that hampered mankind's search for itself. Religion has our heads so far up into the clouds that we have basically lost sight of each other. Religion has lost sight of reality, and it has lost sight of life. They are truly the culture of death, since everything is predicated in religion on death. This weekend is a zombie festival predicated on death. And here we are celebrating spring, life. Are we alone? No. There's over 6 billion of us on this planet. Why don't we start talking to each other? That's not loneliness. What the religionists have done is neglect. They neglect our humanity, neglected our humanity. So really, where do we go from here? And I'm going to make it quick and I'll wrap it up. If doubt is something, to me, doubt and atheism, the ability to doubt, the ability to be skeptical and to question, is something to be cherished and to practice. Or, religious side, maybe it's something to be muted and exercised in such a way as to never surface. Should doubt be a source of awe, wonder, and unending interest? Or is it an emotional albatross, a road to unhappiness, anxiety, or worse, a character defect, a moral misgiving, a pathway to damnation? Thus, we have the fundamental difference over the approach to life and questioning and inquiry and doubt as embraced in the religious world as opposed to the atheist world. And as we can see, I think I have made my argument clear that it is atheism, and it is religion that proves by its very nature that atheism is a positive, reaffirming worldview. Doubt as a problem versus doubt as a candle. Well, if the unknown is to be known, then I am sure it is going to be an atheist who will find out about it one way or the other. If the unknown is to be known, then I will put my faith in atheism. To religion, gods, demons, fear, ignorance, and threats are all they have to offer. To atheism, especially to American atheism, you are the best we have to offer. Thank you very much. Yes, as Ron said yesterday, when we first met, I told him I said, if you're going to be a spokesman for American Atheists, you're going to have to learn everything there is to know about everything. Now, I don't know, what do you think? Is he 85 or 95% of the way there? As you know, our next speaker is